So in this video, we're going to walk you through how you can, I'm going to pull up the image here, how you can create SKIMS by Kim Kardashian, how you can really replicate their list building strategy. So they have a really beautiful website, but when you go to their website, this beautiful thing pops up and it gives you an option to opt into their email list. They also have two different one of these. One gives you a 15% off discount code, and then one says never miss a drop. We're going to use this one as an example because this is one that popped up on my screen first, but I have since gone back to their website and I've seen that they're now advertising me with a 15% off, which is great. So anyway, they have a really good example of a pop-up and what your website pop-up should look like. And they do so many things right on this. And so we're going to use this as an example on how you can really replicate their strategy. They also have an SMS opt-in as well. So we're going to go through how you can replicate this in Klaviyo because they use Klaviyo for their business. So what you want to do is you want to come into Klaviyo. And again, if you're using MailChimp or a different opt-in service, some of them are going to offer similar things, some of them aren't. But if you're using Klaviyo, I'm just going to show you how you can kind of create the same type of form with an SMS built in. And another thing I just want to mention here is see how they have something here that says select your preferences, women's, men's, or both. So I'm going to show you how you can add this to your opt-in form as well. And what the benefit of this is that it gets segmentation and it gets information on your customers or your audience. So let's say, for example, you're a jewelry brand and you sell bracelets, earrings, and necklaces. You could put something like this on your opt-in form that literally says, select which one you like the most, bracelets, earrings, or necklaces. Or if you are a clothing brand, like you can put genders or different body sizes or things like that. So there's so many opportunities where you can get information on your customers and then you can send out specific emails to that group of people and you're going to get much better results from that. Okay, so we're going to come into create sign up form. And as you can see here, there are a lot of options. So this is very overwhelming to the average person. So I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to come over here and click and look at categories. So we want an SMS and a email. So I'm going to just narrow it down right here to only the forms that offer email and phone numbers. And you can see here, it drastically reduces the amount of options. Then I'm going to come over here and we have a few different options, full screen, full page, embed. So I know off the bat, I'm not doing these ones because we want something that pops up on the website. So we don't want embed, we don't want full page, we don't want full screen. And so that leaves us with either pop-up or flyout. I'm just going to go with pop-up for now. Flyout is basically when someone's on your website and it kind of comes from like either the bottom of the screen or the left side of the screen. And it's, meant to do a couple different things. But for now, we're just going to use pop-up because this is kind of a standard opt-in form that any email marketing carrier will have for you. So I'm going to look at these three right here. And to be honest with you, they're all like really similar. We want one that is mobile and desktop. And if you look at this one, it's just mobile. So we don't want that because we want one for mobile and desktop. If you look at these ones, you can see this little icon here. It's a screen and a phone in front of it that tells you that it's for both mobile and desktop. So I'm actually going to choose this one over here. Not for any specific reason, but you know what? Let's go with this one over here. We'll do marbled multi-step. I'm not sure what the marbled means, but, and then you just want to use this. You want to, put the name of this. And I always like to put what type of opt-in form it is. So like pop-up, SMS, email. So I'm just going to put example 1, and I'm just going to put newsletter as my email list. Okay, and so what I'm seeing here actually is that it's not automatically giving me an SMS opt-in. So I'm going to show with you quickly. If we go back one, because for some of you, you might not, you just want to kind of keep it easy, right? And if we go to pop-up again and we come here, so this one says multi-step offer, grow your email and SMS list without hurting conversion. This one just says a template with a light theme for phone and name capture. So if we come here, I'm going to click newsletter list, and then I'm going to click SMS subscribers. I'm just going to keep the name as is. You'll see at the top here that see how they have an SMS opt-in already built in. So in fact, we're just going to use this one because I want the SMS part to be as seamless as possible and not have to make you create a step. So we're going to keep this as is. Teaser. Not sure what the teaser is. No, it's not showing me. Anyway, okay. So this form itself looks really terrible. So we're going to do some editing here. We're going to come over here. And again, just as a reminder, we're going to want to kind of create something similar to the SKIMS one. So you can see here, she has an image on the left. She has a logo. She has a bit of text. She has a preferences section. She has an email block, call to action, and then a no thanks call to action. So we're going to kind of try to do it as similar as possible. So I'm going to come over here and click left image. And then we'll kind of go from there. So I'm going to use something that I already have in my folder here. And this is from my old business. So I just want to show you an example here. So when you're doing a pop-up, you want it to look, it has to look really, really good. So the part of the reason why I'm using SKIMS as an example of a great pop-up is because this looks, it's really well put together. This is probably one of the best pop-ups I've ever seen. Every part of it is perfection. And I see a lot of mistakes when people do pop-ups. So for example, let's say I use this image right here. See how that looks really, really bad? Like it doesn't work for this image space. And if I come over here and I click image position and I click contain, watch what happens. That looks bad too because we have all this white space now, and this is the original image. So your image that you choose for your pop-up, it matters based on the size. So if you're using this kind of pop-up, you want to have an image that is vertical, not horizontal. So this image right here is very horizontal. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm just going to choose this one because this is, if you look at the preview of it, see how it's a vertical image. It goes down, it's long. That's the kind of image you want to use for this kind of pop-up. You want it to fill the screen and you want to have like the subject, your product, front and center here. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use the logo from my new dog poop bag business, which is right here. And I kind of want it to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to reduce the width of it, and I'm just going to put 99 pixels because I don't want it to be too big. And I'm going to come over here, and again, we look at SKIMS. Hers says never miss a drop. If you're doing a discount-based promotion, you want it to be a really, really, just minimal text. So I'm just going to put 15% off. And I'm going to adjust the text color, and I'm just going to do black for now because I don't have any of my fonts or anything built in here. So just use your imagination and know that like if this was a real opt-in form, you would want to use your brand colors, your brand fonts, etc. I'm just giving you a quick example. So 15% off your first order. And off the bat, I already don't like the spacing on this, and I don't know if you can necessarily adjust it. So I'm going to quickly see if there's a space block in here. I don't see one. Here's a bullet number, and then block style. I don't see anything for spacing, but I feel like this looks like a lot of space in between, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put something like join our email list and get first dibs on new product releases and 15% off your first order. You want to kind of keep it small and simple. as minimal text as possible. If we go to SKIMS, you can see here it's minimal text, and that's why this looks good. Sign up for launch updates and announcements. So I'm just going to actually come back here and do the same as theirs. Sign up for launch updates and announcements. So you can see already that looks way better. And I'm going to come over here and I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger. So your discount, if you're doing a discount based promotion, or when I say promotion, I mean like opt-in, then you want this to be really, really big. So again, it's not quite as big as I want. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. 15% off your first order. Okay. Sign up for launch updates and announcements. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change this call to action button because the blue just is really bothering me. And I don't have any of my brand colors like offhand. So I'm just going to use a bright pink color. Call to action buttons that are pink, reds, oranges have a higher conversion rate. So if that is your brand color, use that for your call to action button. And I don't know why this email address is just filtering in there. It's kind of odd, but anyway. Okay, so email address block, get on the list, no thanks. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click get on the list. I like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another block down here that says no thanks. I love that so much that they do that because what happens with a pop-up is that someone is on your website and they can't see this X up here. So, you know, here it's very visible, but often on pop-ups, the X is hidden and people don't know how to close out of it. And what happens when someone doesn't know how to close out of it, they will close out of your website. So by having a no thanks here, they can easily get out of your opt-in and then not get out of your website. So this is a really smart thing that they did here. So I want to show you how you can do the same thing. So you come over to block and no, it's not block, sorry. Yeah, it is block, sorry. And you click button. And we're going to add button underneath. And you can see here, it literally says action close form. So that means when someone clicks that, it will close the form right away. So it's perfect. So we're just going to copy SKIMS and say no thanks. We're actually going to come back here too, and we're going to capitalize this for consistency. Get on the list. Okay, I love it. But now you're looking at, okay, this button here is way longer than this one. So we want to make sure that the buttons are all the same size. So we're going to come back to this one right here and we're going to look at the dimensions. So you can see here for padding, we have 4 at the top, 10 at the bottom, 32 pixel on the right and left. So we're going to copy this. So 4, 10, 32, 32. We're going to click on this one and we're going to scroll down and we're going to adjust this. So 4, 10, 32 pixel, 32 pixel. And you can see here now it's the exact same size, which makes it look a lot better. And now I'm noticing the corner is different. So the corner radius on this one is 6. So see, it was like that round edge. This one has like a square edge, like a pointy edge. So we're going to adjust the corner radius on this one now to 6. And you can see here now they look all consistent, which is really important. Consistency is everything. Okay, going back to SKIMS. Now we can see here that they have this little feature here that says select your preference. So again, depending on what kind of company you are, you can ask people information here. So if I was selling a dog toy product, I might ask them, select your dog's chewing preference. And you might say like loves plushy toys, heavy chewer, or both. Then when you're promoting a specific dog toy, you can send the plush toys only to the people who selected the plush toy thing. So it really allows you to do a lot of segmentation. So we're going to come back over here and we're going to click add block and we're going to click on radio button. So we're going to drag this over here above this. So sometimes with this, you have to play around with like the sizing and how things look. So we're going to go back to Skims, and we can see here, see how theirs is like horizontally laid out and this one's vertical, which looks bad. So now we're going to come over here and click horizontal. And we're going to click the word label. So now we can label this whole thing. So you might say something like, if this is a dog toy company or this is a dog poop bag company, you might say, let me see how she words hers too. Select your preference. Okay. Select your preference. And I might put something like, hold on one sec, let me think. I'll just pretend that this is like the dog poop bag business. So I might say something like biodegradable or compostable. And we might not have enough space. So if so, I'm going to delete some text. Compost. So again, if this was you, you might put something like earrings and bracelets, boy, girl. If you're a kids clothing company, you really want to know like if it's a boy or a girl, things like that. So property value. So this is where, so property value is just kind of like what the block is. So for this, if you're creating something for your business that you can gather information, you want to just title it that makes sense for what information you're gathering. So I'm just going to put something like dog poo bag materials, and that's it. So now I have biodegradable, and for the property, I'm literally going to put biodegradable. It's something that should match whatever information you're trying to grab. So click biodegradable, and then this one I'm going to do compostable, create compostable. So now when people enter this information, I can then go into my emails and send specific emails out and like use a tag or a segment for anyone who selected biodegradable poop bags as their first choice or things like that. So that's why it's a really awesome feature to have. All right, so we've added all the information here, and now you can see that we have a really awesome pop-up form that will not only convert really well for your email list because the discount or the incentive is really, really front and center and really large. The form looks really nice. It's very cohesive. There's not too much text here. And we're able to gather information on the audience, which is super important. And then we have a block for email. Again, I don't know why my support email is showing up there, but when it's live, it would just say like email address. You can see here, placeholder text says email. And then people are able to X out of the form by saying no thanks. And then this will get them out of the list without ruining the conversion. So I think that's a really awesome thing. Then we're going to go to the next step where it says SMS opt-in. So unfortunately, you have to like build the whole thing again, which is kind of annoying. But we're just going to go through really quickly, and we're just going to add the information again. So I'm just going to add the text and all that really quickly, and then I'll kind of come back to the video. But obviously it's the same thing that you did for the email opt-in, but just to speed up the video. Okay, so you can see here that I have added the logo. I added a little bit of text. So I made this one a little bit more playful. So what you could do for yours, if you want to have one with a discount and one without a discount, you might decide to give discounts to the SMS and not give a discount for the email opt-in. But my idea is that, especially if you are a smaller brand, you're going to have a higher chance of people getting to this step if you have a discount. If you don't offer a discount, they might just X out of it, and then you're never going to get the opportunity to get SMS, you know? So you could put something else here, like a different incentive or something that's interesting. I'm going to kind of make this a little bit more fun. So how about text? Can we make this a little bit more official and get your digits? So I actually borrowed this from Made for Mary. So thank you, Made for Mary. Amazing pop-up. And then all I did here was I just put the text in, and then I just added this emoji. So again, adding emojis are always super fun. I came down here and I grabbed the hex code from the email opt-in. So I grabbed the background color for that, and then I put sign up here, and I made the background color the same. So again, consistency is super important. And then I'm going to click on the next step. So just give me one sec. And then I'm going to adjust the colors of this stuff if I can. Animation of phone. So it looks like this is, let me see if I can edit the color. Yeah, I don't think I can edit it. Okay. Oh well. All right, we're going to come back to Skims and we're going to look at theirs. So I know that I just kind of bounced around a lot. So this is what Skims SMS'd one. So it says get text, shop Skims, be the first to get your hands on Skims, and then mobile number will ping you when you sign up for texts. No thanks. So again, love that. And I'm actually going to go back and add the no thanks because I forgot about that. And that's really important. So we're going to go back to add block. We're going to click button. We're going to drag it down here. And we're going to click on button text. So we're going to put no thanks. And I actually like how theirs is not filled in. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do background color white, and then I'm going to do an outline on the form. If I can figure out where the outline is, we'll come back in a sec. So you click on button style, and then background color is now white. I'm going to click border style and put solid, and see how now there's a line around it. So that looks great. And then we're going to do the button text, no thanks, and we're going to make that black. Okay, I love that. So we have phone number, sign up, no thanks. And you can make this a little bit more personalized, but I think this is good enough for now. And then over here, we're going to go back to Skims and we're going to look at what they have for their confirmation. So once someone clicks, yes, we want to do SMS, it opens up to this and it says, did you get it? Reply Y to confirm your subscription. So I really like that. And so we're going to kind of do the same strategy. So we're going to come here and just say, did you get it? And always use your brand personality for these types of things. So we're just using hers as an example, but you can really have fun and play around with this kind of information. Reply Y to confirm your subscription. So I really like that. I think it's super simple, but it really works. Hold on one sec. Reply Y to confirm your subscription. Subscription. And I don't love that this is blue, but for right now, we're just going to forget about that because we just want to make sure that the pop-up or opt-in is looking good. So reply Y to confirm your subscription. We're going to maybe make this bold or like italic, and then we're going to do like some kind of an emoji for this one, like maybe a smiley face or something like that. So just to make it like a little bit more personable. And maybe we will change the background on this. I don't know. Oops, sorry. Hold on. Success. So if I wanted to change something on here, I would, oh, okay, right here. I think I figured out how to change it. Let's see. Did that change the phone? No, it did not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you change that phone color. It's really ugly, but it's okay. So if you want to change the background here, you would come to one of these things and you could put like pink or just a different color. So I'm going to keep mine white just for consistency. And you can see here that, you know, technically you could create your own thing here. For now, I'm not going to, but if you wanted to, you could replace this, and they give you the pixel size. So you could just go into Canva and literally create something that looks exactly the same and then save it as a GIF or GIF or whatever. And that's it. So, but for now, I'm just going to keep this as is. And Let's see what happens when we try to publish it. Oop, 8 alerts. Okay. So you're going to have to go through these things too. So when you do SMS, you have to create a couple things in Klaviyo. I'm not going to go through every single thing for this because in this video, we're just kind of focusing on how to create SKIMS email list building and SMS building strategy. But you'll want to go through and make sure that you do all of these things to keep these, what's it called? And here's the mobile view as well. So that looks super cute. I love it. So anyway, so this is how you basically can replicate their list building strategy and their opt-in strategy for SMS. So again, the email opt-in part, texting, and then now it's going to drive them to their phone and they have to click like reply Y to confirm the subscription. And that's it. I hope you like this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment if you have any questions or you have any other brands that you want me to do reviews or audits on.